I've got a funny feeling that the New York Jets just got one of the steals of the 2023 draft. They took Zack Kuntz, the tight end out of Old Dominion, in the 7th round, and I love his athletic profile. He is literally the best athlete to come out of the tight end position in the history of the NFL draft. So let's take a look at his film and I'll show you why I'm pumped about Kuntz. What is going on, everybody? It's Luke here from PLAJ, and I had to jump into this film right away because Zack Kuntz, man, he excites me. The Jets took him in the 7th round. He's a 6'7", 255-pound tight end who moves like a freight train. He had a perfect 10 RAS score. He's going to be a mismatch weapon in the passing game, and I almost guarantee that he's going to make the Jets roster. Stock, dropped a little bit because he was hurt, had a knee injury last season, only played 3.5 games, but this is what he can do as a pass catcher. Left-hand side of your screen, number 80, you're going to see him flexed out a ton in that Mike Gesicki role. Have a look at this post corner. Bang. Oh my goodness. Again, 6'7". Let's break it down a little more. Have a look at the work he does at the stem and the top of the route. Attacks the inside shoulder of the safety. Little stutter step, but it's the way he throws his head and shoulder back to the inside. Look how he sells that. Like he's going to run the post route. Like he's getting his eyes back to the quarterback to look for the football. And then bang, accelerate out of that. That is explosive speed for a man this size. He is moving like a slot cornerback on this route. Gets the go-ahead touchdown against Virginia. This is as good as it gets. Bang. Oh my lord, this is good change of direction skills. Amazing way to sell this route, to sell the double move, and then attack the leverage. Mwah, that's chef kiss. I love that. Another really good example of the same thing here from Kuntz. He's on the left-hand side of your screen, again detached from the line of scrimmage, and just another great job with his change of direction at the top of the route, little stutter step, and just exploding into these huge 5 to 6 yards of separation every single time. You saw this on the film. I like the way he's patient. He doesn't explode off the line this time. He doesn't try and eat up the cushion. This is a slow release. Slow plays him. Little stutter step again. Look at the footwork. A little stab to the outside. Little head and shoulder fake to the left-hand side of your screen. Bang. Get out of there quickly. It's the movement skills and fluidity at the top of the route that allows Kuntz to separate with such frequency and regularity. This is another great example. He had a fantastic game, and it's such a shame he got hurt the game after, but the Virginia game just showed me everything I needed to know about Kuntz. He's explosive, he is subtle and nuanced at the top of the route, and I love that when I'm evaluating a tight end. One more out from this game, and guys, this is down the stretch, 3 minutes to go. They're driving to win. This is a huge play. Again, he's the number 3 receiver on the right-hand side of their formation towards the bottom of your screen, and I want you to watch how he attacks the space and the cushion in off coverage, doesn't get affected by the DB trying to redirect him and reroute him, and then look at the catch radius. Bang, stretches out and takes it well above his head, away from his frame. The DB has no chance at catching this ball. This is a 5'11" safety going up against a 6'7" mismatch nightmare in Zack Kuntz, and this is just a fantastic job. This guy has the wingspan of a 7-foot athlete. He has the longest arms of any tight end, and you can see the catch radius right there. Does a great job, again, separating here, but he doesn't always need to because he has that kind of catch radius, and that is an exciting and tantalizing combination when you pair it with what we just saw as far as the route running and the nuance, and then you can do this in contested catch situations. Pretty exciting. I just showed you a great example of how Zack Kuntz can go out and beat man coverage because of his catch radius and his length. That mismatch nightmare translates extremely well to the red zone, and I anticipate it will at the next level as well. Number 2 receiver, left-hand side of the formation here for Old Dominion. He's going to again attack the cushion. This time he explodes off the line of scrimmage. Look how quickly he eats up this space. In about 4 or 5 steps, he's a long strider. He's got those 6'7" legs. He gets himself in a great position here, tracks the ball extremely well to the outside shoulder. I love the way he turns his body extremely fluidly. He doesn't move like a guy like a Darnell Washington, who I didn't particularly like. This is a fluid athlete, and I think Mike Gesicki makes a ton of sense for a comp. Tracks it well, catches away from his frame, and that's a touchdown for Old Dominion. But it's the way he attacks the cushion and leverage, as I said, off the snap, does a great job at eating that up, getting into the DB's pocket, and then from there, it's just a mismatch. He's a 6'7" human that runs a lot faster than the majority of men that size. And that's why I think this is an extremely good value in the 7th round. And I just think there's a carved out role for him right away. He's a bit older, he's 24, but you can see what he can do as a pass catcher. Now let's take a look at what Kuntz can do against zone coverage, because that's important for a tight end as well. They're going to see a lot of it. Here he is, left-hand side of your screen, again, the number 2. I just want you to watch the nuance and the awareness of space and defenders in their zone, breaking a tackle, keeping his balance, and scoring the touchdown against Liberty from 2021. The biggest thing for me in this is the understanding of the zones. He can see where these underneath linebackers are. So what does he do? He redirects his route to get more depth, to run away from the zones, and to find a space for his quarterback. If he continues running his original route, this shallow over where he's going across, he's going to go across the face of the linebackers, they're going to drive on him and there's nothing open. But he just opens it up, he creates a throwing lane, and then look at this, the ability to break a tackle with his speed, little stiff arm, and the balance after contact, and then finish it for a touchdown. The Jets don't have a guy like this on their roster right now at any position. Corey Davis, Alan Lazard, they're not this type of player. I think Kuntz could be a devastating player going across the middle of the field. Good balance after contact, but I just like the wherewithal against zone coverage. Adjust that route deeper, over the top of those zones, and then finish it for a touchdown. This one here, going back to the Virginia game, and you're going to see him this time tighter to the line of scrimmage, again left-hand side of the Old Dominion formation, and he's going to run this little corner route. But I just thought, again, it was nice nuance, understanding where to sit against zone coverage. But off the top of the route, I want you to look how he jumps around the pass rusher here, the outside linebacker. He just pivots and turns his body to get skinny. You can see him, number 80, to get around that man, to not get redirected and thrown off his route. Then again, he gets to that hook curl linebacker, and he isn't affected by the redirection. He just sticks to his course and his route, and then takes the ball, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Fantastic job, good awareness, understanding that he doesn't want to get pressured or taken off course. Really good play by Zack Kuntz. And then this last one, I thought it was just a good example of fluidity. Look, he wins this man coverage rep extremely easily. I really don't know what the DB is doing here. He just gives him an extreme cushion. He turns his hips. That's not great. Kuntz just runs a fairly simple out route. But I like how smoothly and fluently he turns upfield. This is what impresses me. Secure the ball, get north-south in a hurry, and secure the extra 7 or 8 yards. This isn't about the nuanced route running that I showed you at the top. This is about fluidity of a huge human being. And that's another big win, and that's what's going to allow him to get yards after catch. If you can turn and get north-south in a hurry and be fluid, that's what's going to help him in that area. So guys, that's Zack Kuntz. I'm pretty sure you can understand why I'm so excited about a 7th round pick. This isn't me being a JD homer and just supporting the Jets. That's not who I am. But I think this is an unreal mismatch weapon, and he can really be a player for the New York Jets tight end room.